So I'm excited to meet for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're down in Glasgow for the press conference ahead of Ricky Burns versus Ndongo unification. And I'm delighted to be joined by Simmons. How you doing?
I'm good, yourself?
I'm alright. Let's start with the great news and then the heartbreaking news. The chance to fight for the British title and then unfortunately having to withdraw after pulling your back.
Well, it was good to get the opportunity to fight for the title, but getting the opportunity because I'm in a position to be able to fight for the title. It's just unfortunate it was only 3 weeks notice, but with the weight being okay, it was fine, so I agreed to take it. And as I upped my in training, intense sparring and running like mad, doing weights, I pulled a wee muscle in my back again that I had pulled previously in November. So I thought, my back's not right, so the best thing for me to do is just sit out this and get back to rehab of the back and get back into training, and just taking it nice and easy and get ready for something in April, beginning of May. So that's what I've done, decided to do.
How confident were you when the fight offer came that you were ready?
100% confident. I don't rate Kennedy at all. I think he's very amateurish. But again, you don't want to be taking risks and not being 100% right for the fight, and you lose to somebody like Kennedy, then where you going? You're going nowhere. So I need to make sure I'm right and 100% just to show the best Stephen Simmons on the night.
Do you think they nearly made the same mistake that Nogueira done, underestimated your preparation, like giving you the short notice when the opportunity came through? I know it was a late withdrawal from Askins, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. So they were looking for a replacement, but it's a couple of opponents have underestimated. You think that you're going to get a couple of weeks prep and they don't realise you're in the gym?
Well, the one way Nogueira, I was already, I'd done a full training camp because I was boxing the 1st of October, headlining the MGM show in Glasgow, so I was well prepped for that. I trained for a 12 rounder that I only got a 10 rounder and only went 3 rounds. So going 3 days after the fight, and I got a call from Antoine Daniel, and then they say, "What weight are you?" First question, I was all 4 pound over, so it was not a bother at all. And here's the fire title, so I was like 100% take that. And then going the weighing on the day for that fight, I was like 3 pound underweight, and I weighed in 3 pound under. I had breakfast that morning, so the weigh was no problem. I was fit. And then it was just unfortunate for me that I got bumped on the scorecards. A typical German decision. I'd love the rematch, but obviously they're not silly. They know who to avoid, and they obviously don't want the rematch, want to avoid it. So they've taken that. In my opinion, I think they're possibly cashing out on him, because Nogueira is now going to Poland to fight Wlodarczyk, former WBC world champion. So for me, it looks like they're cashing out on him.
So, do you think the British title fight is something that can come up again, or do you feel you're going to have to work your way into that position?
Yeah, it should come again. I can't see who, after these two fight, Askins and Kennedy, who could be next in line. It has to be me. I'm up there. So I reckon it will come again later in the year. But I would like to get out again in a title fight, or a bigger fight, April, May, and my baby's due in June, so I'll have a few weeks off for that, and then get back out again in September.
The gym now is buzzing. You've got your 2 stablemates that are over on the land down under, actually, funnily enough. Brophy's got his Commonwealth title fight this Friday. How's the big man doing?
I've been on FaceTime to them most days, him, Billy and Cornish, so we've been in contact and having a laugh on the old FaceTime. And Brophy's in great nick, he's in great condition, he's had great sparring. Zach Dunn, in my opinion, is easy to hit, and I feel that this is a great opportunity for Brophy to beat him, and I believe Brophy's going to come back with that title. Gary
Collins is quite new at the gym. How did he get the trip to Australia, and Sam was back in good old Glasgow?
Well, originally I was meant to be going, try to try to see if they could get my fight out there, but obviously the promotions they couldn't afford on a sort of fight, a decent calibre of a fight, so that was wasn't happening. And originally I was meant to go, but my wife's not had a great time with the pregnancy, so I thought it wouldn't be fair to go away and leave her for 2 weeks. So I've had to take a step back, and Gary Cornish popped on the plane and took my flight.
You must be loving life.
He'll be loving it.
How's he settling in, alright?
He's fitting like a glove. Great guy, absolute gentleman, and we all get on really well. It's great, tight knit unit in the gym, and we all rub off on each other, and it's a great feeling to go into the gym and have that.
British title fight between Gary Cornish and Sam Sexton's been called. How do you think it's going to go? You must have seen a lot of both.
Yeah, well, I know Sexton from amateurs. He was the same way to me in amateurs. We just never faced each other. He's obviously put on some timber since back then. That was years ago. And yeah, he's a good fighter. But the stuff that Gary's been working on in the gym, and I just think he's a new fighter now, and we get to see that when that fight happens, and Gary will hopefully come away with the British title.
Go ahead, bring up you're a good mate with Tony Bellew. You went through the amateurs together, and obviously he's just a massive victory last week. I'm going to ask you what your thoughts were before the fight and if they changed after the fight.
You know what? Everybody was asking me what I thought of the fight. I says the fight's going to be a stalemate. It's going to be shit to watch.
Yeah.
Bellew can box really well. I know because I've done a lot of rounds with him sparring, and I knew. I said to people, I said Bellew's going to win. He's going to go for it in the second half of the fight, and he'll win by stoppage. And it was unfortunate what happened to Haye, but I'm glad Tony Bellew done it because as I say, he's a great guy, good family man, and he's a good friend.
That must drive you as well. Like you've seen with Tony Bellew, he's came a cruiserweight, he's done it that way. He's European champion, he's forced his way into world title contention. That must sort of set a blueprint for you. Yeah,
definitely. It's just about getting opportunities. As Tony says all the time, he's like, I just had a good mouth for me to get these opportunities. It's just waiting on the opportunities coming now, and I know that Daniel and Anto are on the case to give me some opportunity and good fights. So good team behind us in MTK. So,
have you heard any whispers of anything coming up in April? Me?
No, I've not heard anything. I'm just sitting back waiting, rehabbing my back, ticking away. I'm going my first run again tonight. I've not ran since I've actually pulled out the fight, so I'm going my first run back tonight, and I'll be back in the gym punching tomorrow. Cool.
Anything else you want to tell us, Sal?
Nah, just all the best to my boxing brother David Brophy over in Australia. Let's do it, mate. The title's yours, and I believe you're going to come back Commonwealth champion.
And we think he's going to be about 8 in the morning. Will it be Saturday morning by the time?
Friday morning.
Friday morning for us.
Friday night over there. Friday morning for us. 8 a.m. I think it's going to be starting. So I've shared the app. So let's hope everybody gets on and watches them.
Excellent. I'll be watching that for sure. Cheers, big man. Thanks very much.